Welcome to the very first episode of our brand new visual audio distraction series where we explore the world one country at a time, looking at the fascinating things most people completely miss. And today we're diving into a geopolitical zone that has dominated global news feeds for decades, yet remains widely misunderstood. And that is Afghanistan. Grab your steep, leaf water, strap in, and let's get into the incredible, lesser-known realities of this historic land. First off, if you ever find yourself talking about the local population, make sure you do not call them Afghani. An Afghan is the actual human being living there, while an Afghani is the state-sanctioned trade paper they use for currency. Calling a local Afghani is the linguistic equivalent of calling an American a dollar. And while they might be careful with their vocabulary, the national sport is far less delicate. Forget standard spherical kickabout performances like football or something. In Afghanistan, the undisputed national pastime is buzkashi. This is essentially high-stakes rugby played on horseback, except instead of an inflated leather ball, players compete to fling a headless goat carcass into a scoring circle. It's fast, brutal, and absolutely wild to watch. And this intense energy might explain why the nation has such a chaotic history with its visual identity. The flag has gone through over 20 major cosmetic surgeries in the last century alone, holding the undisputed world record for flagpole wardrobe changes due to constantly shifting political winds. If you travel to the far northeast of the country, you'll encounter a mind-bending temporal rift right on the border with China. Stepping across this arbitrary bureaucratic division line requires you to instantly leap your watch forward by 3.5 hours, making it the single largest land border time jump on the planet because of China's insistence on operating on just one massive time zone. But Afghanistan's history stretches back much further than modern borders. While many believe oil painting was invented by fancy European Renaissance artists in the 15th century, the earliest known pigmented grease slabs were actually discovered inside the cave system of Bamiyan, dating all the way back to the 7th century. Artistic expression is still a massive deal here, but it takes a very different form on Thursday nights in the ancient western city of Herat. Instead of rowdy pubs, citizens of all generations gather for highly energetic rhythmic work weaving, drinking tea and aggressively reciting classical poetry late into the night. This cultural richness is matched by a major shift in the agricultural landscape. For decades, the region was famous for producing illicit plant slime, but today, massive efforts are shifting local farmers toward harvesting saffron. And this Afghan saffron is consistently rated among the finest in the world, fetching thousands of dollars per kilogram. With the current government, though, exporting is a little bit of a problem, we all can imagine. And despite what Hollywood might have you believe, this country is definitely not just a giant flat sandbox. The geography is stunningly diverse, featuring the colossal snow-capped Hindu Kush mountain range, lush green valleys, and the spectacular, brilliant turquoise waters of Bandi Amir, the nation's first breathtaking national park. It was this rugged, imposing landscape that once caught the eye of Alexander the Great back in 330 BC, who swept through the region and built massive military strongholds like the citadel of Herat. Remnants of Greek culture still linger in remote communities that claim direct ancestral ties to the Macedonian army. Ultimately, it is this incredibly difficult mountain terrain combined with a fiercely independent population that earned the nation its infamous nickname, the Graveyard of Empires, as global superpowers from the British to the Soviets have historically faced massive logistical defeats trying to occupy it. And there you have it, a deeper look at the unexpected side of Afghanistan. And if this journey made your brain folds tingle with new knowledge, make sure to hit that subscription trigger, leave a comment, and join us next time when we continue our recreational geopolitical wandering around the globe. Until the next round.